Today's lesson is short and sweet and the perfect way to start any lazy weekend morning. I'm talking good old French toast. I've got the best recipe and some great tips. This is going to be better than anything you can enjoy in a restaurant, mainly because you can make it without even getting out of your pajamas. French toast is one of those simple pleasures in life because it's made with just the basic ingredients that when put together create the most indulgent, delectable experience. And most of these ingredients you have on hand, making this dish very affordable and just a great way to make breakfast on the weekends or any day of the week really. And it starts with the bread. My favorite is a good rustic sourdough or Italian loaf. I just love the crustiness along the outside and it's really going to absorb those flavors. Other great options are something like brioche or a challah bread like this that are already kind of eggy by nature. So once you've got your bread, everything else comes together super easily and with stuff you have on hand. I'm going to start by cracking 2 eggs into a dish. I think the mistake a lot of people make is doing too much egg and not enough milk. You end up with like a layer of scrambled eggs on the top of your bread, and that's not what we want. We're kind of creating a good custard. I'm gonna whisk that together with 2/3 cup of milk. So you'll see that the milk to egg ratio is pretty heavy. To that, I'm gonna add in a good pinch of salt. Next, you wanna add in some flavorings. Yes, this is optional, but I highly recommend it for taking your French toast up a level and just kind of adding another layer of flavor to it. So I love adding in a pinch of cinnamon and a little dash of vanilla. Now for the bread, we're gonna create thick slices. Thick slices are key in making a good French toast. When I say thick, I'm just talking like maybe 3/4 of an inch to an inch. It's got lots of little nooks and crannies in this kind of bread. So that's just the perfect little vessel to soak it all in. And what the heck, I'll just go ahead and make both kinds. If you have leftover bread that's maybe a little bit on the stale side, that is absolutely perfect for French toast. Now we are going to soak our bread. You want to get it nice and drenched. I'm going to show you what happens if you just coat the outside and if your batter's a little bit too eggy with not enough milk. So we're going to melt a good bit of butter onto your skillet or griddle. And we just want this about at a medium heat. And then we're going to place our soaked bread right onto the butter. And then it's going to cook for just about 3 to 4 minutes on each side until it's super golden on the outside with that just delicious crust, and then the egg has cooked all the way through. This is what happens when you don't soak it enough. You end up with a layer of scrambled eggs on top of the bread. Just gonna kind of keep these warm over here while I finish cooking the rest. You don't want it to be soggy by any means, but you just want that inside to be indulgent and creamy, fluffy, tender, all the things. My favorite way to top it, and why not, another little pat of butter to melt over the top, a drizzle of syrup, a few juicy berries, and then, just to add for a little bit of a perfect bite is with powdered sugar. Perfect bite, yeah. Y'all, when I say that inside is tender and creamy, it's just like, a warm custard dessert. But the caramelization that occurs on the outside adds that sort of crunch. Y'all, make it. There you go. You've got the ingredients and now you've got a few tips to turn them into the best French toast ever. I hope you'll give it a try and be sure and tag me when you do. I'm here teaching you can cook that twice a week, so let me know what you want me to teach you how to make next. See you next time.